Good evening, I'm Mike.
And I'm Steve.
And tonight we are continuing the Magic Treehouse #1, Dinosaurs Before Dawn, by the greatest author in the history of all mankind, Mary Pope Osborne. Let's just jump right into the action, shall we, Steve?
Things are picking up.
Chapter 9, The Amazing Ride.
Oh, this is going to be amazing. Awesome.
The amazing one. The episode. Good one. The Pteranodon cast... third word in, Mike. I wouldn't survive...
It's all down here from here, folks.
I wouldn't survive the second grade again, I don't think.
Mike, would you read it to class?
The potatoes.
Kokomo.
Let's try this again, shall we? Chapter 9, The Amazing Ride. The Pteranodon coasted down to the ground. He stared at Jack with his bright, alert eyes. What was Jack supposed to do? Climb on? But I'm too heavy, thought Jack. I'm 8.5 years old and I weigh 700 pounds!
Man, for this giant creature.
Don't think, just do it. Jack looked at the Tyrannosaurus. He was starting up the hill. His giant teeth were flashing in the sunlight. Okay, don't think, just do it. Jack put his book in his pack. Then he eased down onto the Pteranodon's back. Okay, now I just want to say, okay, don't think, just do it may apply to this situation.
I thought I was pointing at it. I was pointing at it. He jumped on the back.
He did jump on its back.
I thought I was pointing at the wrong. So
right.
like, oh
yeah,
no, it's over here.
I'm backing up for a sec though.
Okay.
The advice of okay, don't think, just do it. As a child, that works for if you're afraid and something could save your life from, say, a carnivorous lizard beast.
Yep.
But as you get older and venture into the world of adult sexuality, okay, don't think, just do it. Maybe not the best advice.
Think about it.
Think, okay? Okay, think. Do it if you want to. I just want to say, I just want to imply that this is a callback to earlier when Andy was like, "Don't think, just do it."
Okay.
That's a peer pressure thing.
Don't be afraid, but look at all the options.
Right. See, Jack, what you gotta understand about Jack is he looks at things from every angle. He writes notes. Okay.
Very specific.
This book is really to prepare children for the peer pressure.
Notes like nice.
Yeah.
And
okay. Is the person that you are going to lose your virginity to, are they nice? Do they eat flowers? Are they
eat slowly?
Do they eat slowly? These are the important things to consider. It's an allegory. You understand?
Prepare yourself for
dinosaurs equal post-adolescent sexuality. Jack. Nothing like 17 seconds of dead air.
Jack, the audience was like, whew. They just shut up already.
Jesus. I thought they had a stroke. Jack put his book in his pack, then he eased on down to the Pteranodon's back. He held on tightly. The creature moved forward. He spread out his wings and lifted off the ground. They teetered this way, then that. Jack nearly fell off. The Pteranodon steadied himself, then rose into the sky. Jack looked down. The Tyrannosaurus was chomping the air and staring up at him. The Pteranodon glided away. He sailed over the hilltop. Oh, you want to point at the picture again? Because that's what's happening now. You understand. Yep. Of course, he left his sister down there to be eaten by the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No T-Rex in there, though.
The Tyrannosaurus was chomping the air. The Pteranodon glided. He sailed over the hilltop. He circled over the valley, over all the nests filled with babies, over all the giant duck-billed dinosaurs. Then the Pteranodon soared out over the plain, over the Triceratops who was grazing in the high grass. It was amazing. It was a miracle. Jack felt like a bird, as light as a feather.
But he said he was too heavy.
Right. See? Inconsistencies in Jack's thought process. The wind was rushing through his hair. The air smelled sweet and fresh. He whooped. He laughed. Jack couldn't believe it. He was riding on the back of an ancient flying reptile. That's where the book goes. Also, hey! Hey!
Hey guys, wait for me. That looks like fun. Can I join?
Can I go? If that fat ass if you can lift that fat ass off the ground, you have no problem with me. The pteranodon sailed over the stream, over the ferns and bushes. Then he carried Jack down to the base of the oak tree. When they came to a stop, Jack slid off the creature's back and landed on the ground. Then the pteranodon took off again and glided into the sky. Bye, Henry, whispered Jack. Oh, right, he's got to keep it under his breath because he's like, bye, Henry. I'm acknowledging that your name's Henry and that you're a friend of mine, but I can't let my sister hear me because my sister, I'll never hear the end of it because she's a fucking bitch. She's crazy. Are you okay? Annie shouted from the treehouse. Are you okay? Jack pushed his glasses into place. He kept staring up at the pteranodon. Jack, are you okay? Annie called. Jack looked up at Annie. He smiled. Thanks for saving my life, Dollface, he said. That was really fun. Climb up, said Annie. Jack tried to stand. His legs were wobbly. He felt a bit dizzy. Oh, his medication's kicking in.
Oh, God.
Hurry, shouted Annie. He's coming.
Back into reality.
Yeah, he's like, what? Jack looked around. The Tyrannosaurus was heading straight towards him. Or was it a Tyrannosaurus? Maybe it was a John Deere tractor. Is
that the doctor?
Jack bolted to the ladder. He grabbed the sides and started up. From somewhere in the sky, Jack heard his mother's voice. Jack, wake up! Jack, can you hear me, Jack? Can you hear me? Blink once for yes. Jack, can you hear me? Hurry, hurry, screamed Annie. Jack scrambled into the treehouse. He's coming towards the tree, Annie cried. Jack, we need to get 20 cc's of Hashem Pajamo juice. Now there's a med student out there going, there's no such thing as Hashem Pajamo juice.
20 cc's
of Hashem Pajamo juice?
No. Whoa. Like 15
20
most.
cc's. 20 cc's of Hashem Pajamo juice is way too much, even if he is a 700-pound 8-year-old child. Suddenly, something slammed hard against the oak tree. The tree house shook like a leaf. Jack and Annie tumbled into the books. Make a wish, cried Annie. We need the book, the one with the picture of Frog Creek, said Jack. Where is it? He pushed some books aside. He had to find that book about Pennsylvania.
We were making fun of that book of Pennsylvania, and they needed it all along.
Mary, Pope, Osborne, we'd like to apologize for making fun of the inclusion of the book about Frog Creek, Pennsylvania.
We prejudged.
We're assholes.
We assumed.
He grabbed it and tore through it, looking for the photograph of the Frog Creek woods. He found it. Jack pointed to the picture. I wish we could go home, he shouted. The wind began to moan, softly at first. Hurry, Jack yelled. The wind picked up. It was whistling now. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Jack, wake up! Jack, clear! The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Jack closed his eyes. He held on tightly to Annie. Then everything was still. Absolutely still. Will Jack survive this ordeal? Find out tomorrow night with the stunning conclusion of Magic Treehouse #1, Dinosaurs Before Dark, by the greatest author in the history of all mankind, Mary Pope Osborne. Good night, Steve.
Good night, Mike.